some qualities that a director must have before you can classify him or her as a good director?
Yeah, yes, I think there are a lot of qualities directors must have, because basically, as a director, you are actually what controlling what human and material resources, and to manage humans, especially you need to have good managerial skills. A director must She must be a servant. He must understand that he is there to serve, but he must also understand that he is a leader, so he must have leadership skills. The director must be time conscious, very important. Time conscious. He must be patient. He must be patient. He must have an endearing spirit, a loving heart. He mustn't be biased. You understand? So the problem of bias is one thing a lot of directors have. Some directors, because maybe they had an issue with an actor outside the set, they bring it into the set, and that is why we hear situations where people say most directors cast their friends for roles in production. It's not nice. So the art of directing, or the job of the director, mustn't in any way give people an idea that he's biased. You must try to be fair. Give people equal opportunity, whether during casting, audition. Give them equal opportunity to prove themselves, and always be there to look out for your cast members. It's important. You're there as a caretaker. Their security is under your watch. Their well-being is under your watch. So these are so as a director, you have the responsibility to make your actors feel very comfortable on set. Very important. Not just your actors and your crew members. You understand? Get them, make sure they are well paid. Yes, so these are some of the qualities that a director must have.
So now, how can we differentiate a bad director from a good director, and working with a good director and even the bad directors?
Yeah, we like there are good directors and there are bad directors, but I think it's a choice. It's a choice, and it basically boils down to how a director is able to interpret the script, because that's what distinguishes you. You could it's more like, in the industry we have directors that are up there, when you want to do a production, a quality production, you just think about them. You just want to work with them. And so that is how it is too in the industry. We have directors that can pick up scripts. So at the end of the day, it's not that we have bad scripts. It's just that the director is saddled with the responsibility of interpreting the script, whether it is bad or good. And at the end of the day, the director can pick up a script that is bad and breathe life into it. And so that's what makes you director.
So as a good director, is it bad for you to actually seek the opinion from the cast, or to just make it just me and me alone, my idea and my idea?
Fine. I think that's a very important question. You know, directing, we have directors that are very dictatorial. Their word is the final say. You can't even ask them any question. Once they look at the actors as puppets that are under their control. And so when you're working with such directors, there's little contribution you can make towards, even if the point you're trying to make is actually genuine, they might not give you opportunity, and it's not good. And that is why Stanislavski, for example, called for collaboration between actors and directors. Collaboration. So it's not always, the director is not he doesn't know it all. So you give your actors room to express themselves. Sometimes a little contribution from your actor might open up your eyes to a new perspective in terms of how the production can come out. So don't shut yourself as a director. Be open, and it boils down to your disposition as a director. Some directors carry themselves up. You should be able to carry yourself, keep yourself in a situation where any of whether your crew members, your actors, can approach you. They shouldn't be scared. Some directors want people to be scared when they're on set, but I don't think that's the right way.
I feel some directors do that so that they're able to put fear in the actor to get the best from them. I don't know, maybe it's right or wrong.
Well, I think it boils down to this question: should a director be loved or feared by the cast and crew members? I think love is the most important thing because love gives your actors and your crew members the right environment to express themselves without fear of being how will I put it, witch hunted, or a situation where the director would use what you said or contributed, or they might interpret it as an act of being rude, or you want to show yourself or throw yourself up over them also. So I think fear is not a good thing to trade it when it comes to production. A director shouldn't use fear as a means to control his crew members. It's not nice. Love, it's the best means and medium.
Okay, sir. You know, there's an issue about directors actually hitting and beating their actors in order to get maybe them to be orderly or for them to be able to get the best from them. So is it right to actually beat or hit your actors to get the best from them?
I don't think it is right.
Because they do it either on stage or set. They actually beat actors.
It's not right. It's not right. You know, a lot of us grew up from homes where our parents will flog us. Like me, for example, my parents, they beat me. My dad will flog me. Why? Because I didn't know mathematics. And he was very good in mathematics. So he beats the hell out of me. Today, I still don't know mathematics. So at some point, my mom told him, leave this boy. Why are you beating him? Allow him. He now saw reasons. And at the end of the day, I came out of first class. Do you understand? So it boils down to something. Allow people. Don't always, even if I think I came across this idea or thought. They were like, offer your opinion as an alternative view, not as an absolute view. Don't say because you offered your suggestion, even if you're the director. Don't say you because you offered it that it is absolute. It's absolute. I think it shuts you out to a lot of possibilities. So that's why a director should be what? Open-minded. Have a good disposition that is welcoming. Yes, very
Thank
important.
you very much. Okay, I'm sure directors they face a lot of challenges on set. So please can you highlight or just explain some challenges directors face on set?
Yeah, some of the challenges might be in terms of equipment malfunction, technical. You understand? So that is why before you begin to shoot, you must check your equipment and make sure that they are in good state. But beyond that, another challenge the director might have will come from either the crew members or the cast. And that's why, as a director, you need a lot of patience and intelligence to handle this. Sometimes crew members might. What if you're on set and a crew member or an actor just slumps? What do you do? And you see, so this is a challenge. So that's why most times we advise directors always have triple cast, double cast, have them on standby in case of some of these eventualities. Because even when you've done your equipment check, equipment can fail you. Something might just come up. Do you understand? So some of these challenges can actually come up, but if you put the right modalities in place, I think they won't take you unawares. Yes.
Thank you very much. You know, in universities, they actually teach us about some theories in directing. We have Bertolt Brecht, that's correct. I don't know.
Yes, Bertolt Brecht.
Yes, Bertolt Brecht, and some others. So now, I don't know. Do we actually? Because I know that most of all these theories actually works on stage. So can we use them in film also?
Sure. We have lots of theories like the German expressionism. There are a lot of films that have been they've basically been used as experiments for some of these movements. Now, it's important we understand that most of these theories we're talking about were product of what certain age, a reaction within a particular age, and it boiled down. It didn't just center on theater or film, visual arts, architecture, painting. They had these influences. Do you understand? So most of these theories can also be applied to film. They can be applied to film, but at the end of the day, remember in film, you're producing for an audience. You're not just producing for art's sake. You're looking at funding. You're looking at the end of it. You're looking for how you can get back the money and make profit from the production you made. So it's not just for your own viewing experience. So you must also think of what the audience wants, what will sell for them. That will determine your story. Yeah.
Okay, so you said something about what the audience wants and all that. Now I want to ask this question. You know, in film production, do directors actually produce movies for making of money or for entertainment or just for the fun of it? So
Yeah.
why do they really produce movies?
I think this question they actually overlap. How? For example, even if a director is talented, he has this creative drive to make movies, he needs funding. So how do you get the funding? Do you understand? And so they overlap, and as a director, you have to find a balance in between. You must find a balance. So even if you're talented and you want to make movies because you want to do them for art's sake, you need funding. But in a situation where you don't have the means of funding, if you have the funding yourself, then fine, you can just produce these movies and just do them. You don't care about whether you're going to make money from them. But if it's a situation where you're actually there for financial reasons, for profit reasons, then you have to think of what sells. You have to think of what sells. So at the end of the day, you have to decide, what are you there for? Are you there to make money? If you're there to make money, then the financial aspect of the business would actually weigh more. But if it's just for art's sake, or you already have sponsors, then it gives you an opportunity as a director to express your creative abilities. You don't have to think of funding, you don't think about that. You just will put in all your creative energy into the job.